Hello, my name is Ashley Scher. I'm the founder and CEO of ShareLove.Fund. Today we're going to explore Book 2, Passage 10 of the Gita. Book 2, verse 10 reads as follows. Then, O great King Krishna seemed to smile and spoke these words to the despondent warrior in between two armies. So just for context, there is a battle going on and Arjuna is having a breakdown and Krishna is giving a philosophical talk. Then there is sort of the prophet that can not only see everything from miles and miles away, but also knows all of everyone's thoughts. And that is Sanjaya, and Sanjaya is relaying what is going on to the blind and evil king. That metaphor of being blind is saying that he's not enlightened. And that is how we get this story. The story is Sanjaya's account. So that is sort of the backdrop, and that is why scholars say that this story is an allegory of really the war within, but it is told in the fabric of the Gita, this epic battle, because it's a great story. We all love a good battle, and so that is a way that this story was able to survive through generations, even before written down as part of the oral tradition. The Bhagavad Gita came into existence mainly because of the delusion and despondency of Arjuna. On the battlefield, when Arjuna saw all of his teachers, relatives, cousins, and others, he felt sad. Momentarily, he forgot his duty as a warrior protector, and he didn't want to fight. He wanted to back out. But at the same time, being the learned person that he was, he couldn't just say, you know what, I'm a despondent, I'm a quitter. So he tried to hide that feeling by intellectualizing it, by saying, oh, what's the use of fighting? After all, even if I win the kingdom, it's not going to last so long. Plus, I'm not really a materialistic person. I don't need a kingdom. In reality, it is the materialism that made it so hard to fight, because it's not necessarily material wealth, but the attachment to the cousins and teachers you would have to face. Why don't we just allow these people to enjoy themselves? Arjuna would plead. By killing all these people, we ourselves are ultimately going to end up hell, and hell isn't killing a sin. He sees all these kinds of excuses using various forms of logic. Arjuna has been very busy working his mind. And sometimes we do that to escape our duty. Meanwhile, Krishna, the teacher, is just looking at him with a warm smile. I love this because it shows that the answer is within all of us. And sometimes we just need a sounding board. So Krishna is his sounding board in this context, just looking at him, nodding his head and smiling. All right, come on. Let me see how much you've learned. Go ahead, exhaust all your vocabulary. Krishna may be thinking, be a wordsmith. Tell me all your arguments. And then finally, toward the end, Arjuna's exhausted. He's been arguing all day. It's like a big litigation almost. And he admitted something like, I'm sorry for blabbering. The fact is, I don't know what to do. And that was a beautiful passage where he said, I am your disciple. And he just admitted, like, I'm really between a rock and a hard place. I feel in a crux. And he basically says, tell me what to do, sir. I'm ready to do it. Please just give me your advice. I give up my ego. I give up on the fighting. I just want to follow directions. I just want to depend on your advice. Thus, Arjuna proved to himself that he could be a good student. All his arguments were futile. He realized that all of his learning and smartness wasn't getting him anywhere. It wasn't helping him. He was just wearing himself out. At this point, this is the point where Sri Krishna started talking to him about the nature of the pure self. the Atman, which is indestructible. At the same time, he tells Arjuna that having come into this world, each one of us must perform our own duty. You have been born here, he says, as a king, a protector. You have to do your duty. This is what Krishna is telling Arjuna. You're not doing it for your sake. You're not doing it for the wealth of the land or for the enjoyment and the earthly pleasures. You're doing it because it's your job. Whether you enjoy it or not is not the point. It's irrelevant. That's what Krishna is trying to explain. You're doing it for everybody's sake, not your own. Sometimes when we're so overwhelmed, if we just get out of ourselves, if we just start thinking about other people, then the task at hand becomes clearer. Krishna explains, you're doing this to protect the innocent from the wicked. And that is how he begins. Namaste.